Brought to you by the EveryDollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
I am terrified, to be honest. I'm expecting my first child soon.
Oh,
and
congratulations.
Thank you. I am in a very big hole. I'm considering filing bankruptcy just because that's kind of what's been recommended to me by a couple of friends. But I'm just more so looking for guidance because I don't really know where to start or what to do, or if that's even the best option for my situation.
Yeah. Well, tell us more. How much debt are you in?
A little over $200,000.
Oh, wow. And what kind of debt is that?
So it's kind of a mix. About $25,000 of it is strictly credit cards.
Okay.
$14,000 is from student loans, and then the remainder is pretty much delinquent, like previous bills that I am behind on or kind of got charged off, or auto loans.
Tell us about the auto loans.
Okay, so I had a car rental business that started last year, but it's pretty much a failed business at this point because I'm not really making any revenue. And I've considered and tried multiple times selling the vehicles and, trying to trade them in.
How many?
But no one. There's 5 different ones.
Can you go through and tell us the story on each of them, like what you owe on it and what it's worth?
Yes. So there's 5 different ones. I can pull it up if you give me 1 second.
Sure. So what were you doing, like Turo or something?
Yes.
Okay. And so my guess is you pulled debt on all of these vehicles with the intent to rent them. And you ran up the miles on them, so probably they depreciated very quickly, but you just weren't making the spread that you thought you would. Is that what?
Right. One of the vehicles actually started out as a personal vehicle, but then I eventually, of course, used it for the business side of things once I resigned from my previous job.
Got it. Okay. So that makes sense because before when you said, hey, 25,000 credit cards, 14,000 student loans, the rest is in like other stuff. I'm like, gosh, that's like $160,000 in other. Okay, it makes sense now that it's cars. Do you have that info? If not, we can move on to the next thing.
I do have all of the cars and how much is owed on each one. Okay. But as far as the value of them, I kind of got the information a little while back, so it's not as up to date. Okay,
well, as much as we can go through them and kind of give you some insight. So the first car, let's call it car number 1. What do you owe on it?
The first one I owed $24,000.
And what do you think it'd be worth private sale?
What I've tried or what I got last information on was about $20,000.
Okay, and how long ago was that information?
Probably about 3 to 4 months ago, and this is for all of them, about 3 to 4 months ago.
Okay, so one is you're $4,000 upside down. Okay, not as bad as I thought. What's the next one?
The second one is about $28,000. It's what's $28,007 is what's owed on it. Do you want me to keep going on the other ones?
You said you owe $28,000.
And you could get $28,000 from it?
As far as that one's worth, it's probably a couple months ago, it was around $25,000 is what it was worth.
Okay. What about car number 3?
Number 3 is $37,500.
Okay.
What I was told it was worth is about maybe $33,000-ish and some change.
And just for clarity, what did you go to, like a CarMax type place? Where'd you get that information?
Correct. That's where I got them all previously appraised.
Okay, that's good to know. The good news is, what I want to encourage you, like before we even get through the list, the good news is CarMax value is like probably the lowest value you would get for them. If you sold these private sale, you might actually break even.
Yeah. Yep.
So keep going. Let's hear number 4 and number 5 real quick, and then Rachel and I will give you our advice.
Okay, number 4 is about $40,000 that's owed on it, and that's the one I really don't know what it's worth. But if I'm guessing, it's probably about $5,000 upside down, but I'm not 100% for sure.
Okay, and then the final one.
The final one is $42,002 is what's owed, and the last time I got it appraised, it was about $6,000 upside down.
Okay. So the good news is, I really think for sure the first 3, if you sold them private sale, you could probably break even or get really, really close. But I think if I were in your shoes, and I'm not saying this is not a sexist comment by any means, but I'd be getting with whoever I know that has a little bit more cojones in this area and like more expertise. Like I'd be calling up my dad and brother, be like, help me sell these cars. When
ASAP.
Because
I just added this up. That's $171,000 in cars.
Yeah.
And if in worst case scenario, you're probably $16,000 upside down. So this, I mean, I would be making, I would say I'm getting rid of these in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, like I would be putting them everywhere, all over the internet, anywhere I could. I have some great cars and I'm selling them, get them out of my life, because that frees up. I mean, I can't imagine the car payments you're paying every month on these, Maya. I mean, like that would be my number one. And so there is a lot of hope in that situation. That
100%.
Yeah, the majority of all of these, I mean, you could be.
Have you tried to sell them and not had luck? Is that what's holding you back?
Yeah. There also a few of them are like extremely past due to the point where they're kind of out for repossession. So it's like I'm trying to get rid of them.
So they're back payments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which would make me get that, and I would take less to get them out quicker, so that they don't get repoed, because then you have nothing to offset the debt. So even if you have to take less, I would. I mean, this is more of a desperate situation because of what you're in. You know, Maya, it's kind of like, with people that are behind on their mortgage, and it's like you'd rather sell it quickly than get foreclosed on. I mean, it's kind of the same equivalent. So
the hard thing though is you've got to be able to give them the title. So how are you going to close the gap from the one? Do you know what I'm saying? If you take less, how are you going to close the gap so that you can actually sell it free and clear? Do you have any money anywhere saved?
I only have, as of today, probably about $1,000 to my name.
Okay, so what I would do then with that $1,000, because breaking loose on one of these is going to help you avalanche through all of them. So the one that you was the least upside down was number 2, the one that you owed $28,000 on that was worth $25,000. If you can just really quickly get $3,000 saved and just focus on that one, you even clearing one of these immediately is going to rock your world.
Yep.
You know?
Absolutely.
And so that's what I'd focus on. And then after that, they're going to go like dominoes, because it's going to clear up that payment. You're not going to feel the stress of it. And so focus on one at a time. But there's a lot of hope here, like Rachel said.
Yep, for sure. And what you can do to make money between now and when baby comes is going to be as helpful as possible, too.
That's right. That's right.
Some extra money. Maya, if you stay on the line, Christian's going to pick up, and we're going to get you with a financial coach to even walk with you through some of this, because there's a lot here. And with a baby coming, I know it's just life. It's difficult. So hopefully that helps. Thanks for the call.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.